Hi, this is the new Jackie 33, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Christiana Care Bariatric Program in the state of Delaware and how I got from there to here. I woke up on July 14th, 2015, thinking that I was going to get approved for double knee replacement. By the time I left the doctor at the end of the day, I realized that that wasn't going to happen and that weight loss surgery was in my future. My husband and I got to the car and we started talking. Of course, the first hurdle that you have to always jump over is money. And in the past, bariatric surgery was not a part of our medical plans. So we were trying to figure out how we're going to find $20,000. Well, my husband looked at me. He said, look, if you need this for your life, we'll find a way to get it. And we're newly retired. So he said I might get a part-time job. So I said, him. I'm only joking. No, if he has to work, we all have to work, so it's not going to happen. So I figured that because of that, I probably wouldn't do it, but I kept on going. When I got home, I called the insurance company, and they went, oh, it's covered at 50%. Now, I hung up. It was the end of the day, and I was going, yay, it's covered, and it's covered under 50%. Yay, 50%. And then I went, yay, 50%. That's $10,000. Still thinking about it. I remember my daughter asking me how invested was I in the surgery, and I told her about 65% invested. Now, 65% is still not a yes. I figured I'd call back again on Monday. We spent the whole week. I spent the whole weekend doing my research. I didn't know anything about the sleeve. I only knew about lap band and bypass. So it was kind of a little bit of a eye opener. I didn't get a feel of the weight loss community quite yet. I just did a whole ton of research. By Monday, I called the insurance company again, and they went, yes, it is covered up to 50%. However, up to my annual requirement of $3,000. Hello? I'm almost finished. I have about $1,000 left. I'm at 95%. I'm almost all in. I can't believe it. Good to go. Now, I'm a person who plans. So I decided that I was going to go through the Christiana Care Bariatric Program. Christiana Care Hospital is a big organization in Delaware. They have a couple of hospitals, hundreds of doctors. Most of my doctors belong to them. And these doctors all can talk to each other. They can see all of my records. There's no redundancy. And kind of what's important too is my insurance. Considers them a covered provider. So that kind of works out really well. So my plan is, I go to the seminar on August 11th. I get the sleeve. I go to the surgeon whenever they give me an appointment, get everything done by November, because I'm retired. I could do this all the time. I could do this every day if I have to. Get it done by March. I'm fabulous. And it's going to cost me about $1,000. I'm all in at 100%. Good to go. Okay. Go to the seminar on August 11th. Dr. Peters gave the seminar. He's one of the senior doctors of this organization, which is the bariatric surgeons are called CRIAS, C-H-R-I-A-S. That's their acronym. And he explained all three procedures, tells you the good, the bad, a little bit of the ugly, and I'm all in, so I'm all ears. I'm loving what I hear. A little bit scared, but loving it. So I go to the representative, set up my appointment for the surgeon, and she goes, you have a 6-month requirement. And I'm going, no, that's not my plan. My plan is 2.5 months. It's not 6 months. I don't like your plan. I want my plan back. And no, I have to go with the 6 months. So my husband and I get home. I'm really discouraged because I was so invested in my plan. And I decided maybe I'll just do the OxyFast because that's another one of their programs, 100% OxyFast. So I'll do that for 3-4 months. I don't like taking things that long, but I'll do it. I'm committed. I'll get it done, get the weight off, and I'll keep it off. So I told my oldest daughter, and she goes, Mom, that's not a good idea. You need to do the surgery. I'm going, I'm the mom. And then my girlfriend said, Jackie, that's not a good idea. You need to stay with the surgery. And go, I'm grown. So my little daughter, I shouldn't call her little, my youngest daughter, she said, Mom, I tried it and I gained all the weight back. And then I realized that's what I do. I lose it, I gain it. Why am I setting myself up for future failure? So now I have to go with the 6-month requirement. Now I need a new plan. Okay, plan number 2. It's going to be, I go to the seminar on August 11th. I see the surgeon as soon as possible. I get my first nutritionist meeting immediately, that next week. Finish by January. Get the sleeve. Then, by end of January, I have the surgery. By June, I'm looking fabulous. Plan number 2. Keep it moving. I'm going. I'm good to go. Okay. Now we go see Dr. Caitlin Halbert. That's the doctor, my surgeon. And I meet her on August 24th. She's a cute little doctor. Well, I wouldn't say that if that was a man. Scratch that. She's a competent board-certified surgeon. So I go see her, and she listens to me, and she says, what do you want? And I said, the sleeve. And she goes, I don't think so. You need to give some consideration to the bypass. You are on Dexlant. That's a powerful drug, and you're on it for a reason. You have acid reflux, so you need to think about the bypass. That's not my plan. My plan is changing again. I said, okay. So she asked me if I had any other questions, and I went, yeah. And I pull out this book, and I see the smile on her face, and her smile was like, oh my God, you're one of those. And I ask her all my questions, and she answers them all with grace and a smile. And I thank her, and I go on my way. As soon as I get to the car, I know I want to get that first appointment like immediately. So I don't even go home. The organization that does that is called the PMRI, Preventative Medicine and Rehabilitation Institute. They handle all the classes, the psychologists, the exercise, and such. They do all of that. So I call them immediately. They tell me I need to give them $160. So I give them over the phone, and that $160 covers 6 nutrition meetings, 3 life skill meetings, and a dietitian after the surgery. It was so painless that I sat there and I also set up my cardiologist and my pulmonologist meeting. And in the surgeon office, they give you a form to fill out, so you put all your dates and everything in. And I plugged them all in, and it looked so nice and neat, and I was organized, and I know I am ready for this surgery. And I just finished everything, got out the car, because I'm working my plan. Plan number 3, but I'm still my plan. I decided to test Dr. Halbert's decision, and I stopped taking the Dexlant. The first night I stopped taking it, my throat was a little scratchy. I just drank a little water, and I was able to go back to sleep. The second night I stopped taking it, my throat was really scratchy, and I was uncomfortable. And the third night, I could almost taste the acid. It was just coming up. So I realized that Dr. Halbert knew what she was talking about. Gastric bypass, here I come. Now it's time to wait, and research, and watch, and stay on the internet. And I spent hours there, and I found the weight loss community. And I was amazed at how giving and open they were, how they're willing to tell their weight. I don't even tell my husband my weight. He knows it now because I just wanted to tell the world my weight, but he didn't even know. They're so willing to give them themselves. They're willing to give their bodies. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to do that. So I give big ups to anyone who does that, because you are so brave. I have much respect for you. They're willing to tell their deepest secrets. They're willing to tell what they ate, share their everything. Because of them, I was a better person. When I went to see the med clearance at Wilmington Hospital, I was able to go see the bariatric unit, and I got a tour by the head nurse, and she was so great. She gave me one of those breathing thingies and some other things, but I knew what questions to ask because of the weight loss community. So I thank you so much. I always thought that I could never do that because I'm so private, but here I am. I guess I'm not that private. In December, it was time to renew our medical plan. And I say with the same plan because I heard all the horror stories with people who changed plans and had to do this all over again. So, but the one change they had was they changed my annual requirement. So now I'm no longer $3,000. I'm just under $4,000. Still doable. The old man doesn't have to go back out to work. His retirement is now safe. So gastric bypass and weight loss surgery, I am all in and ready to go. We are now in January. And tomorrow is my pre-op clearance, and I get my OptiFast, and I should get my surgery date too. So I'm solely looking forward to it. I am ready. I am ready. Let me tell you a little bit of the Delaware plan. I have to look down for this. In August, I had to see the nutritionist, get my chest x-ray, lab, and the initial seminar. In September, I had another nutritionist meeting. I got my endoscopy. In October, I saw the psychologist, the nutritionist class, cardiologist, nurse practitioner, and I went to my first support group. In November, I went to another nutrition class. I went to my pulmonologist, some more lab work, and support group. December, nutritionist again, 3 life skill meetings, and support. January, nutrition, med clearance. Tomorrow, the pre-clearance, from the pre-op clearance, OptiFast, and next Tuesday I go to the support. And let me talk a little bit about the nutrition meetings, classes, and life skills. The nutrition meetings, what they are, they're pretty boring, but I don't want to minimize the value of them. Even though there were things I knew and did not do, they still set you up to succeed. They are well worth it. I would do that all over again. The life skills, on the other hand, they were great. Everyone should have to do that. You have to do 4 things in order to get out of this, in order to qualify for surgery. You have to attend all the classes, you have to take a test, you have to do some homework, and you have to maintain or lose weight. They tell you how much protein you need. They tell you how heavy your exercise should be, what you should eat, what vitamins. It was how to take care of yourself. They were amazing. Everyone should do this before you get your surgery. This system, the Christiana Care program, was pretty painless. I'm not completely through, so I shouldn't talk too fast, but I've had nothing but success with them, and I wish everyone, I hear the horror stories you guys go through, and you should have this program too. I wanted to know, a couple of days I was listening to a video, and it happened on My Precious Life's video, and to my surprise, I won her subscribers giveaway. Now, I'm a novice at this thing, and it doesn't take much to get me excited. And I'm screaming, I won, I won. And my husband comes running in, and he goes, what's the matter? I won a gift. And he said, what is for? I said, subscriber giveaway. He said, what do you get? I said, I don't care what I got. I won. And he was looking at me like, who are you? You know, I said, you would think I won the Powerball. But I got to tell you, that was my Powerball. Thank you, Precious. I appreciate it. Last of all, before I do that, I want to thank all my subscribers and everyone who watched. I always tell you, I never expected anyone to watch. I expected 4 people, me, my kid, my husband. So thank you. It amazes me every time that someone is interested. But if you like to comment, subscribe, or like, please feel free to do so. And the last thing is the song I'm channeling for today. It's Get Ready by the Temptations, because I'm working so hard to get ready for gastric bypass. Have a great day, a great week, and I'm looking forward to seeing your videos. Bye.